he's not attentive, okay? You usually think that the two words go together, that if one is studious, one has to be attentive, but he's not attentive. He always wants people to listen to him first. And he wouldn't, if he had been given away, he wouldn't listen to anyone in the world, because he has so much to talk about all the time.
म्हणजे तो हट्टी आहे ना, ऐकत नाही काही गोष्टी, सो त्याच्या मनाला असं तोच करायला बघतो. पटून दिल्या तरी तो समजून घेत नाही. तेव्हा आम्ही भांडतो, म्हणजे जस्ट असं बसाबसी, बाकी काही नाही.
He would laugh on teachers' faces. He sits on the first bench and then something a teacher would say and he would just laugh out. So we often stop him. Otherwise he will yawn.
He means what he says. And because of his sincerity and openness, I took to him at once. And I knew that this boy, if he wished it so, that he should come to Xavier's.
He's phenomenally well. He writes amazing. He knows how to present his articles, anything that's asked from him.
लहानपणी जरा शांत होता, पण आता जरा तापट झालाय, जरा राग लवकर येतो, जरा हट्टी आहे, जिद्दी आहे तसा.
And his laughter is excellent. He laughs like he enjoys every moment while he's laughing.
Benitez pensive on the bench. Reina will kick this long. The knock on is from Ben Ayoun. Only half cleared, put back in there. Somehow they help it over to Walcott.
Babba! Oh Babba! वरचं बटन बघ.
कुठलं? बऱ्याच जणांनी त्याला सांगितलं की ही लाईन तू घेऊ नकोस, पण तो तयारच नाही. मला हीच करायची आहे. तो जिद्दीने पास झाला. तो स्वतःच अभ्यास करायचा. कॉलेजचं तर त्यानेच सगळं मॅनेज केलंय. स्कूलच्या वेळेला आम्ही त्याला म्हणजे क्लासेस वगैरे सगळे घातले होते, पण आपलं कॉलेज सगळं त्याने स्वतःच्या ह्याच्यावर, आणि फर्स्ट क्लासमध्ये पास झाला.
See, one thing I know, that if he has a dream, he will work towards it and he will make it a reality. But when he came to us, initially it was a dream. It was our dream also in XIC to have someone a person whom we could assist at that stage. And he in a way has helped our dream come true.
As a reporter, he has to go in the field for reporting things, which is a little, let's say, difficult for him to do it, because he has to travel from his office to the stadium, cover the entire thing, then come back to the office and report on that. A person who's fit physically can do it a lot faster than him.
He will not settle for anything less than what he wants. Be it his grades, he always gets his copies and his assignments spiral bound. So in that case, he gets an extra grade. So he's an A+ student.
His performance is very good in most modules. He tries to attend as many of the sessions as possible, unless they're really inconvenient. And we've given him this leeway. He doesn't have to be there for every class.
तो जिद्दी आहे, म्हणजे एकदा त्यांनी ठाणलं ना तर तो सगळं करणारच, असं नाही मागे पडणार नाही. असं एकदा ती गोष्ट त्याला करायची म्हटलं तर रात्री 4 वाजले तरी करणार. आणि फुटबॉलचा जास्त फॅन आहे. फुटबॉल मॅच तो रात्री 4 वाजून 3 वाजून तो बघणार. आता 11:30 घरी येतो ना तरी ती मॅच बघतो तो.
The television was kind of a substitute for me as against what you would see many youngsters of my age, rather kids of my age doing. So I remember whilst others played outdoor sports like cricket and stuff outside every evening, I could sit in front of the television box for hours and hours and hours.
He's a mad freak right now regarding football. I have seen I just keep on reading his football stuff on Facebook. But he keeps on posting stuff that I don't understand, but people who love football might understand that stuff.
We are talking about the arsenal of the Thierry Henrys and the Patrick Vieiras of this world, and they played magic football. So that's where the whole obsession with football began, and the turning point was the 2003-04 Invincible season, But I think we played the best football that the Barclays Premier League has witnessed so far.
For example, Plato, he probably doesn't even believe in the concept of evolution. So if you could have taken all of them and then put forward your own theory, arguing against this or taking something from here, rejecting something, I think that would be magnificent.
I think the whole confidence was right up there. You were at home speaking about this topic and that absolutely came out. But apart from your speech about a minute to 30 seconds, I couldn't really discern your topic. So I guess the introduction needed to be crisper.
Once our teacher told us to do this task of news reporting. So he put up his hand as usual and he started speaking, and his tone was actually as that of a BBC reporter. So we all started teasing him and all that. So he's always, he's dreamt of BBC and we call him BBC. And there's this magazine of ours where we've put his caricature and we've, I've termed him as, hi, I'm Mrunal Nakashe, and God sent me on earth to work for BBC.
Every person who wants to be a journalist, particularly an international journalist, has to aspire to work for organizations like the BBC because they do some pioneering international journalism, and that's my big dream. Because I've always believed in the motto of if you want to be the best, you work with the best and you learn from the best. In conclusion, I'd like to cite a stat which says that the Indian Railways currently has a sanctioned strength of around 82,000 loco pilots, but as we speak, there are around 16,000 plus vacancies. So as you can see, there is room for plenty more. And I would say that if you're a person that enjoys leadership and responsibility, this could well be the ideal profession for you. Thank you.
At times I find them that he should try and look at the other picture as well. I find that they are too narrow at times, which I do remind him from time to time. Being a friend, I think it's my duty to expose him to the other side of the picture as well, to other side of his personality as well, and try to make him a better person. So I do that all the time, but he never listens to me though.
जे करायचं तेच करणार तो शेवटी. बाकी मला पुढे तो जायला तसा देत नाही. कुठेही बाहेर गेलो तरी तो मी 2 दिवसापेक्षा कुठे गेलो नाही.
By the time I passed out of school and into junior college, I had this thing set. So the popular opinion back home was I should join commerce because it would lead ostensibly to a more comfortable government job, if you were. But then I went in for arts. And then in the 12th, after clearing my 12th, when I went in for BMM, people said that this boy has lost his mind.
Knowing that in India there is very little respect for differently abled persons, it makes us all the more realize the challenge and take it head on. So we don't want to be like people who would be discouraging a differently abled person or keeping them hidden in the home.
When one of the cabbies that I took, whose cab I took, knew that I was in journalism, he told me that आपका काम क्या है? आप तो कंप्यूटर पे बैठ के घर पे काम करने का सोचो. These thoughts are receding, but are still existent. So what I would say is, a disability only becomes a disability when you start contemplating about things you want to do, taking it into account.
In the field of journalism, you have to be able to go around, and that is the only drawback which he might face in the future when he goes for a job or things.
I'm not sure about the kind of physical energy and he would need in a reporting job, but then maybe a few years down the line he won't have so much physical handicap as he does at the moment.
I took journalism because I felt that my intellectual was fit for it. I didn't not choose to take journalism because I kind of forecasted that my disability would not enable me to reach the very top echelons of this profession. So I think there are a few things. Firstly, don't fear to dream. You will have people, who will laugh at you, who will throw scorn at you. But believe in your dreams and just go for them and don't give up on dreams, because I say to myself that the bigger the dream is, the longer it takes to come true.
स्वप्न त्याचं पुरं करणारच, पण त्याची शारीरिक जी क्षमता आहे त्या याच्यावर आम्हाला थोडं म्हणजे बाकी इतर मुलांप्रमाणे तेवढी धावपळ करतोय, बस त्याच हे आहे.
People say you can't do this, you can't do that. I've always heard people say what I can't do. So for me, I take that as a positive thing, and then I channelize it in a positive way. And I think to myself that people are challenging me. And when you challenge me, it's a case of just watch me do it. So, that kind of works for me. When people say I can't do something, it's going to get done.
The knock-on is from Ben Ayoun. Only half cleared, put back in there. Somehow they hop it over to Walker. For Son, still Walker. Fabregas to lift it in. The knock-on. Will fall forward, Sherman! But it's Arouse Sherman at Anfield again. The little Russian coming back to haunt the ranks one more time. You can see as this ball gets lifted in by Fabregas, the knock-on is from Son. And Sherman just lets rip. Leaving the Liverpool goalkeeper with absolutely no chance. An absolute thunderbolt. And Wenger in obvious delight.